Hey guys, I'm going to make this video super short, but for the exponent rules, as you're writing these down, I've got them all listed up here. If you have two letters that are the same side by side, you add those exponents. If it is in a fraction, you are subtracting those exponents. So 15 minus 5 is 9. If one is outside of parentheses, you're going to multiply that exponent. 4 times 3 is 12. And if you see any exponents that are negative, like this x, they go to the bottom, but now they're not negative. So for example, on number 1, I'm going to do 40 divided by 8. That's 5. And then I'm going to subtract my exponents on the a's. 12 minus 3 is 9. And when I subtract my exponents on the b's, see how there's more b's on the bottom? That means it's going to end up on the bottom. If I do 7 minus 11, I'm going to get negative 4. That negative means I have to move it down here and just make it B4. I also think of this as there's 4 more B's on the bottom than the top, so that's why they end up on the bottom. 7 times 4 is 28. The x's add up to 11. 8 plus 3 is 11. And on the y's, keep in mind that this has a power of 1, even if it's not there. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then over here, we've got two negative exponents here and here. So the 8 and the B9 get to stay where they're already at, but the A3 and C4 have to go to the bottom, but they lose their negatives when they do that. And then over here, same thing, we've got some negative exponents. If you notice that none of them have the same letter, like this, that's probably just negatives that need to be moved. But this negative 8 is not an exponent, it's a regular number, so it doesn't have to move. So the C is going to come up, and the A is going to move down. Then, over here, I've got the power rule first. So I'm going to take everything to the power of 3. But 4 to the power of 3, you have to do that in a calculator, is 64. And then you multiply the exponents. And then you multiply this together. 64 times 2 is 128. 9 plus 5 is 14. And 6 plus 4 is 10. So this bottom row takes 2 steps. You do the first one, and then you put these together. And then I'm going to square everything in this parentheses. That makes 36. 6 squared, or 6 times 6. This x had a power of 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. You leave the bottom part the same. 36 divided by 9 is 4. There are 3 more x's on the bottom than the top, and there are 2 more y's on the top than the bottom.